prayer is the most honest attempt to get to know this mysterious energy that you have a sense about. It's literally one of your senses as a human being. And that is where you want to sit in regard to understanding the purpose of prayer. You are seeking to understand a perspective that is completely different than your own. You are seeking to learn from a, a life force, an energy that is older than time itself. You are seeking connection to a source of wisdom that goes beyond your comprehension. So, why is that important? It's important because we hear prayers, and prayers are often controlling, meaning when someone prays, they've already figured out exactly what needs to happen, and that's how they pray. Dear Lord, please make sure that my son does this and that he knows this and that and this and please help him do this and that and this thing there and it's like the prayer is you bossing around this energy that actually has more wisdom than you. And it's humorous because you got to sit there and go, well, wait a second. What is the point of a prayer if if I already know everything that needs to happen? So clearly what I think needs to happen isn't happening, or I wouldn't feel the need to pray. So is it that what I think needs to happen is really what's at hand here? Or is it something deeper than that? And it is, it's definitely deeper than that. But the first space you want to get into is the framework of I am seeking understanding and wisdom from an intelligence, an energetic source that is greater than me. Step one. Now, once you're in that space, your desire to control how something needs to play out is going to lessen because now you've centered yourself in humility. And before we move on, we want to make sure everyone understands what we're saying with what we've just described. Do you guys understand what we're saying here? Cool. If anyone does have a question, just unmute yourself and ask. If it pertains to this, don't go off this topic because we have an order. All right. So once you center yourself in humility and you realize, okay, I am seeking wisdom. I am seeking a perspective that is greater than my own right now. Then at least first you've located the truth. You've located a space of honesty within yourself, which is A, I don't know what I'm doing. B, I don't know how to make whatever this is better. And C, I'm willing to be taught. And when you're in that space, if you can, we want you to, as we say this stuff, we want you to feel it with us. So when we say those kinds of words, I'm willing to be taught. I don't know what I'm doing. feel what that feels like. When you're in that space, something opens in you. You become receptive, as opposed to when you decide what needs to happen and then you just speak to God like, this is what needs to happen, please make it happen. That's closed. So on on the other side of that, imagine being in a conversation with someone and they're telling you exactly what you need to do with someone else. And let's say that from your perspective, you have a completely different understanding of what needs to be done. What are you going to do? You're going to stand there and look at the person and listen to them bossing you around and go, you know, you're going to be at a, it's going to be a, what's that word? An impasse, a stalemate. So you want to make sure that when you begin prayer, you're open, number one. So sometimes when you're feeling so confused and you don't know what you want, the most intelligent thing you can do is just get yourself into a space of openness where the prayer is something very simple of, please help me be less confused. Please help me see things the way that you see things. Please help me understand the way that you understand. And sometimes you want to take it in incremental steps how you communicate so that you start to learn how to actually receive the information or receive the guidance. And unlike communication in human terms, where you can sit there and talk back and forth to one another, the energy of life finds infinite ways to answer you. So it's not usually going to come in the form of words. You're not usually going to be sitting there hearing what God has to say back to you. You're going to need to train yourself to stay in an open space and receive the communication in the way that the energy of life gives communication, which is all kinds of things, opportunities, phrases that maybe you see on a bumper sticker, or maybe you hear it in a show that you're watching, or maybe you read it in a book that you're reading, or you hear it in a song that you're listening to.